All right, boys and girls, today we're going to talk about making the numbers 9 and number 10. This will cover lessons 10 and 11 in your math. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make 9. These are my 10 frames. We've used these at school a little bit. These are my counters. You should still have your counters at home. This is one way you can do it, and I'll show you another way in just a minute. So I'm going to look at making 9. So if I want to make 9, I'm going to show you today 4 different ways to do that. So when I make 9, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decide how many do I want in my first group. So let's say there's going to be 3 in my first group. 1, 2, 3. If I'm going to make 9, now I'm going to count on until I get to 9. But my second group I'm going to make yellow so I can keep my 2 groups separated. 4, because I already had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a total of 9. So I have a group of 3 and I have a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 and 6 make 9. So if I'm going to write that in a number sentence, I would just write 3, because that's my first group, plus 6, because that's my second group, equals 9, because that's how many I have in total. So now my sentence matches my picture. That's one way I can make 9. Let's look at another way we could make 9. What if I did the first group with 5? So let's count out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remember, I'm going to make 9. So how many more am I going to need? Remember, I also want to do this. I want to do my second group the other color. So here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I had 5, and I needed 1, 2, 3, 4. I needed 4 more to make 9. So if I have 5 plus, or and, because I'm going to put these 2 groups together, 4 equals 9. That's 2 ways. I'm going to show you 2 more ways to do that. What if I just have 1 in my first group? Then how many more am I going to need to get to 9? So remember, I'm just going to count on. Nope, let's make that one red. We'll always start with red. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I had 1 in my first group plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in my second group equals 9. 1 and 8, or 1 plus 8, makes or equals 9. It gives me the sum of 9. That's how many I have in all. I'm going to show you one last way. Let's say we have 2 to start with. How many more would I need? Remember, we're going to add on, because I already have 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I counted on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 2 in my first group, plus 7 more equals, or gives me 9. So I showed you 4 ways to make 9. There are more ways than that. So you're going to practice making 9 on your math lesson and your practice pages, and you'll see the different ways you can come up with 9. Now, you don't have a 10 frame. That's what this is called at home. You should still have this at home. We sent these home on the first week, and you can use these because you have a 10 frame here. If you brought yours to school, we can still do this, because here's what we're going to do. We're just going to draw our own 10 frame. So I'm just going to take a black marker. You can use a pencil, a crayon, anything you have at home, and you're just going to draw a big rectangle. And then I'm just going to split it in half right down the middle. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I have 10 spots. So you will have that. If you can't find your counters and you have your worksheet like this, you can also use your whiteboard marker on this paper and then erase it and start over again. If you need to draw everything, then you can just draw in your counters. And again, I would use 2 colors to keep my group separate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I could write my number sentence. I have 4 and 5 more. 4 plus 5 equals or gives me the sum of 9. That is how you make the number 9. When you do 10, you're going to do the same thing, only now we have this last spot that we're going to have to fill in our 10 frame. So, if I look at my first one and I already have 9, if I just added 1 more, 9 and 1 makes 10, and I look at this, I have 1, 2, 3 in my first group, and, or plus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in my second group equals 3 and 7, or 3 plus 7 equals 10. Remember, when you write the number 10, the 1 is first and then the 0. That is one way to make 10. There are lots of ways to make 10. So let me show you something I showed my boys and girls the other day. If I want to make 10 and I want to find all the different ways to make 10, here is something I can do. I'm going to start with the number 0. And I'm going to add 10 to it. Because if I don't have any, then I have to put 10 on. So I have 10 in total. If I have 1, then I'm going to have to add 9 more to give me 10. And if I continue this, I can find all the ways to make 10. Because if I have 2 plus 8, 3 plus 7, and if you look at my pattern, you'll notice on this side, the number's getting bigger by 1, and this side, the number's getting smaller by 1. We're going to do that all the way to 4 plus 6, 5 plus 5, 6 plus 4, 7 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 10 plus 0. Those are all the different ways you can make 10. I'm going to start with 0 and 10, and I'm going to finish with 10 and 0. That's how we're going to make 9 and 10. So 1, if you have your 10 frame at home, you can use it. If you can't find your 10 frame, then remember, you can just draw your own to use to make your groups of 9 and your groups of 10. Good luck with lessons 10 and 11 in math.